I can fix her. Or him. The final sentence uttered before disaster. No friend wants to hear their buddies say this phrase, because it never ends well, but for video games, it's far less serious. To anyone wondering what I'm talking about, first off, bless your innocent soul. I can fix her happens when you're attracted to a flawed individual. Maybe they're violent, or have bad habits, or just act nuts. You don't care and want to be with them anyway, because in your mind, you can change them, aka, I can fix her. In other words, it's when you're crushing on an otherwise dangerous individual. I asked my audience about their wildest I can fix her examples, so today we're gonna rank them all on a tier list. Let me know which Mortal Kombat character you want to fix in the comments down below, and then make sure to subscribe so you can interact with me in future videos. Without any further ado, let's begin. Alright everyone, here we go, don't let me down. The MK monster jump scare from the crypt. You've gotta be kidding me. It's the first comment. I didn't edit the video to have the funniest comment first. It just worked out this way. The monster from the crypt. You gotta be kidding me. But then again, look at that adorable, wholesome face. Also, the guy's gotta be lonely. Come on, he's all by himself. Maybe he's not even trying to be scary. He just wants to say hi. Also, I'm assuming it's a he. It could definitely be a her for all we know. Yeah, this first example is going in the huh tier because what are you talking about? I can't even begin to understand where you're coming from here. I don't want to judge the crypt monster preemptively, but yeah, my heart's saying no. Triborg, it's a foursome in one. Straight to horny jail with you, alright? Touch some grass, buddy, alright? Although, low-key, I do appreciate you knowing it's 4 characters and not just 3. People hear Triborg and think it's 3 characters, but actually it's 4 cyborgs. Only true gamers know that. General Shao's ancient ancestor from Reiko's ending. Yes! Yes, I want to take my chance. Me too, buddy. No, I'm right there with you. I understand, 1000%. Although, did she kind of look like Natara? I feel like she kind of looked like Natara, which means Megan Fox. Devora, let's get weird. You know what? I would say touch some grass, but I'm kind of feeling, because I understand where you're going with this. I think I actually do. I'm warming up to the idea of freaky bug lady coitus. I'm starting to get it. Oh, and real quick, I wanted to give my own I can fix her. Sector from Mortal Kombat 1. She stands by her man. All flaws aside, she's with Bihan until the end. And actually, at one point, she tries stopping him when the dude goes too far, so she knows when to pull back. Then on top of that, she's crazy smart, made Iron Man suits. All that said though, she's a little bit nutty and definitely down for the cyber initiative. We know that from some intro dialogue, so she's definitely a little bit nutty, but all the other qualities override it. And as a result, I think I could fix her. MK11 Cetrion. I don't get why you specified, because she's only in Mortal Kombat 11. But alright, let's keep reading. Girl was basically born and raised to be nothing but emergency power for Chronica, and it's hard to fault her for simply being loyal to her mother, what with how manipulated she was. In her position, I probably would have done the same thing. You know what? Good for you for explaining yourself so well and being so coherent with your points. I really do appreciate it, because I'm guessing most people won't go into this much detail. You know what? I put this in yes, I agree with you, because not only was Cetrion misled, but also she's the goddess of nature, light, and I think virtue as well. So yeah, if you do manage to pull her, that's a pretty good partner. Scarlet just needs some TLC. No, bro, Scarlet's not even human. She's a blood homunculus. Unless we're talking MK11, but I can't stand retcons, so in my mind, Scarlet is still a blood homunculus. Why else can she transform to a puddle and then back to a person again? Makes no sense. But then again, Scarlet does have an artistic side, so maybe there's more to her than meets the eye. You know what? I get it. That's where you're going in the I get it tier. Shiva, she might be a monster, but she has noble intentions and a strict code of honor. And you can't argue with that Sling Kini. You know what? Yes. I'm gonna say yes here. You already had me at Shiva. No need to explain further, but you did, and all of your points were correct and valid. So you're going in the yes tier because yes! I can take Reptile. Not in a fight though. Which Reptile, Sonic? Be specific. Do you want the Mortal Kombat X Reptile? I think that one's your favorite, because it mixes Lizard and Reptile in the perfect way. I don't think you mean MK1 Reptile, because he's too human. Which means you're going in yep, the tier. Aaron Black, I love my cowboys. You know what? Valid. I'm not sure if Aaron Black's even a bad person. We know almost nothing about him. Yes, he's a hitman, but in the Mortal Kombat universe, that's really common, so I can't really fault him. And upstairs, he seems like a rational person, right? I don't detect any craziness. And also, as a Texan, I appreciate that you love the cowboys. You're going in, I get it, because Aaron Black seems normal, but also he's an assassin, so it's kind of messed up. Melina, I cannot be silenced. You know what? I'm gonna allow one Melina, and you're the first one that popped up as I'm scrolling. Alright, so lucky you. I was gonna exclude Melina from this video, but she'd look great in the thumbnail, so you know what? Frick it. Yes, you're going in yes tier. Just put a paper bag over Melina's head and we're good to go. Jade, I'll grow her hair back. It's never gonna die. This meme's never gonna die. Why did they make her bald? Why did you do that? Yes, straight to yes tier. Not because I agree with you, but because you're growing the hair back, and we all want Jade to have her hair back, so you're going in the yes tier. Nitara, Serena, Ashura, Sindel, Jade. That's too many. You failed the assignment. You're in the video, but you're not going on the tier list. Chronica just needs me, and she won't need to make Mortal Kombat 1 happen. You know what? I appreciate you taking one for the team, big dog. Right here. Right here, big dog. Thank you so much. Kentaro just needs some of the love that Goro and Shiva get. You know what? I agree with you, and also you want some uppies. Don't lie to me, you want uppies. You love Kentaro because he can give you piggyback rides or cradle you like a princess. I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl. I want to guess that you're a guy. And don't ask me how I know, I'm just feeling it. Noob Saibot, he just needs lots of hugs and snuggles. Nope, you're going to touch grass. Noob Saibot is pure evil. He's a wraith, for crying out loud, which is somehow worse than a specter. Think about how crazy Scorpion is, but he still has his humanity and basic emotions. Noob Saibot doesn't even have that. Repairing him is impossible. He kills his own brother in Deception. The guy's mad. Or actually, it's more accurate to say he's not there anymore. So no, you're touching grass because your hormones are overriding your common sense. Kano, specifically MK11 Kano. I want a bite of that sausage. Why do so many of you like Kano? I see a thirsty Kano comment almost every single day lately. What is going on? Is he really that hot? If so, I'm gonna hide him from my girlfriend for the rest of time. She can never be allowed to see him. You know what though? He's got the chest hair and the beard. He's muscular, has a fun sense of humor too. I get it. Yep, you're going in the I get it tier. It makes sense. Aaron Black, my need for riding is beyond your understanding. Joke's on you. He's the cowboy, which means you're getting ridden. Also, we already had an Aaron Black, but I wanted to read your comment for the video because it was funny. More Cetrion, Serena, but no reason given. You know what? Yes, you're going in yes tier because come on. Not only is Serena looking fine, in fact, I should say hot because she lives in hell. Also, she has a kind soul though, ironically enough, and she wants to escape hell. So Serena actually makes perfect sense. There's not even much fixing needed. Frost, she just needs a hug. Wrong. She killed her own mother, man. Get a grip. And when she was like 13 or something wild like that. And no reason is ever given, by the way. So Frost is just psychopathic, I think. Which is why you're going in touch grass tier, alright? Log off, go outside. I understand she looks a certain way, especially in the original games, right? The Midway era. But still, go outside, touch some grass. She's too crazy to even look at for too long. Out of all the characters, Cabal. I feel like he has potential for being an interesting character in the NRS era. But I feel like his retcon origin feels unnecessary and overwhelming, as we know from MK9. And I'm not gonna read all that because it's a pain in the butt to edit. Even so, I get where you're coming from, but do you think he'd be too fast in bed? He is really fast, you know, maybe that applies to the bedroom, could be a bad pairing. Also, do you mean burn victim Cabal, who can't ever take the mask off because he'll suffocate? Which one do you mean? I'm gonna assume MK9 Cabal because that's funnier, and you're going in the tier? Frost, before the cyber stage, she's just an absolute tryhard. We already talked about Frost, but still that's funny, gotta chuckle out of me. I'll be honest, you guys, many of these are heroes or good guys that don't need fixing. I feel like you misunderstood the assignment. Tanya, alright, finally a good example, specifically the ones before MK1. Alright, you're walking a tightrope here, buddy, because on the one hand, I get it, she's very easy on the eyes and also super flexible, but did you forget that she betrays every single person she meets? You're playing with fire, buddy, literally actually, because Tanya throws fire around. Yeah, it's dangerous. Even so though, yeah, there we go. Hotaru, MK Deception Armageddon. He may be an evil dictator who tried killing Sub-Zero and imprisoned a man to the point where he would have died of old age for no particular reason, but he is baby girl. Alright, you sound thirsty. That's what you sound like. The long hair is doing it for you, isn't it, right? The long silver white hair, I bet that's what's got you going. Do you love Geralt too from The Witcher? I bet you do. Regardless, I'm putting you in I get it, because honestly, just don't break any laws and Hotaru's the perfect partner. Onaga, he was only evil grateful because of the one being and was afraid to die, but he did seem to care about Outworld. You know what? Brownie points to you. That's a good example of I can fix him. Yes, you're going in yes, because also that's a mountain of a man. You seen the pecs on that guy? They're huge. Massive pectorals, baby. Sindel, oh my god. There's no single chance I could fix her, but I'm gonna die trying. I assume you mean Mortal Kombat 11, because otherwise Sindel is a pretty safe choice after the brainwashing wears off. Which means you're going in, I get it. You know, I do get it. I don't agree, but I understand. MK1 Sector. Too late, I already picked her, you can't have it, no, no, no. Titan Havoc, no, that's a hear me out, not a I can fix him. Wrong video. Mortal Kombat 1, like the game itself, I get it because you can fix it, I understand. Hey, do us all a favor and please do that actually, because between you and me, I actually like Mortal Kombat 1 way more than Mortal Kombat 11, so please fix it so everyone else likes it too. The demons the corrupted Shinnok summons during his fatality. Touch some grass, buddy. I appreciate the joke, you got a good chuckle out of me, but touch some grass. Natara, and you can't talk me out of this. Yes, I can, buddy. She's a vampire. You're a happy meal to her. It's never gonna work out. She doesn't see you as anything besides food, and even if she does kind of like you, eventually those cravings are gonna take hold. And not in the kinky way, not in the kinky way. You're going in, you know what? I kind of want to say I get it, but no, you're going in, Kira. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for somebody to say Kira because she kind of bad though. In fact, Kira's appearance is the only thing she has going for her. Gameplay wise, she's a copycat of Sonya and Kano. Personality wise though, we know very little about Kira, so I'm not sure what to say here. Well, she did revive Kovra in the Armageddon ending, so she has a heart. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. Yes on this one. All right, everyone. I think sadly that's all the time I have for today. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to your comments. There's so many good ones. I'm in the trenches out here digging through all the crappy comments to find the good ones, and there's so many, but unfortunately there's only so much time to make a video, right? So hopefully today's video was still very funny and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. If you want a part 2, let's get this video to 2,000 likes. How's that sound? Then for anyone new to my channel, I'm trying to reach 500,000 subscribers before 2026, and I think we can do it. Make sure to come back next time, everyone, and as always, stay underdogs.